In this video, we will solve LeetCode problem number 3905, multi-source flood fill. In this problem, we are given a grid of size n cross m, and also we are given 2D integer array source, where source of I is the position and color, indicating that the cell Ri and Ci is initially colored with colors. In this problem, we will solve LeetCode problem number 3905. In this problem, we are given a grid of size n cross m, and also we have a 2D integer array which is the source. That means it indicates that in this problem we will solve LeetCode problem number. In this video, we will solve LeetCode problem number 3905. In this problem, we are given a grid of size n cross m, and also we have 2D integer array source. Source of I contains the position and color of the source. That means initially these are the cell which is colored with color of I, and all other cell are uncolored, and each colored cell can spread its color to all its neighbor in all four directions, and this happens simultaneously. If any conflict arises, then we will take maximum in color. Let's move to the example part. Let's take the first example. In the first example, we are given n is 3 and m is 3, and our source at 0, 0 and 2, 2. So when source 0, 0 will try to spread its color in all four directions, then these two cells will become 1 and 1. And when 2, 2 will try to spread its color in all four directions, then these two cells will become 2. Then again these four cell will try to spread its color in all four directions. Then this cell will update it to 1, and this cell will update it to 1, and this also updated to 1. But the cell which have color 2 will try to spread its color in all four directions. Then these cell which have one color will update it to 2, because during the conflict we will take the maximum color. So we will update it from 1 to 2. So our final color array will be 1, 1, 2 and 1, 2, 2 and 2, 2, 2. So our intuition is simple. Suppose we have two sources, S1 and S2. So if S1 will try to spread its color in all four directions, then suppose C1 will its one neighbor and C2 will one its neighbor, and for S2 the neighbor is C3. So if we try to find these three cells, then we need a BFS, because BFS will try to find all the cell which at time is equal to x. So if you want to find what are the edge at colored at time is equal to x, then you need a BFS traversal. So but for this problem we have a multiple sources, so we will add all the sources in our queue data structure. So when we will add S1 and S2 in our queue, then we will try to fetch each cell one by one, and for each, suppose these two cell at time is equal to 0, then we will try to find what are the cell neighbor of the S1. Suppose for the S1 we have C1, C2 and C3, and for the S2 we have C4 and C5. Then first we will iterate for all its neighbor of S1, then S2, then we will iterate like spread the color of C1, C2 and C3, C4, 5. First we will do for S1 and S2, then we will do for C2, C3 and C4 and C5. So that means for each level and for each cell inside each level, so that is level 1 and this is level 2. So for level 1 we will fetch each cell one by one and try to move in all four direction. If any uncolored cell, then we will temporarily store it into map. So let's take some example. Let's dry let's dry run. So in the BFS we have a priority queue PQ that store the source initial sources which is at 0 comma 0 and 2 comma 2. This cell at 2 comma 2 color 2 and at 0 comma 0 color 1. Then at the level 0 we will fetch each cell one by one. So first we will fetch 0 comma 0, then we will spread all its color in all four direction. Then we will fetch 1 comma no, 2 comma 2, then we will spread its color in all four direction. Then we will get this map. And from this map we have different cell. Then we will push all the unique edges to our priority queue. Then again we will do the same operation. We will fetch one by one cell. Like first we will fetch 2 comma 2, then we will spread its color in all four direction. So the 2 comma 2 cell have color 1, so all the cell will become 2. Then again when you try to spread 0 comma 1 which have color 1, then it will try to update 1 comma 1 with 1, but we have already a good color, then we will not update its color. So that's why we are using map data structure. Let's move to the code part. So in the code we are using queue that store what are the current cell at level 0. Let's move to the code part. So we are using queue that store what are the cell at level X. So initially level 0 we have only cell which are at source. So we will push all the sources in our queue. Then this is for moving in all four direction. Then we will fetch what are the size of queue. Suppose we have a for initial level 0 we have size 2. Then we will first fetch all the sources one by one. So suppose we will fetch S1 first, then the row comma column will be q dot front. Then we will move in all four direction. Then we will validate is row is less greater than or equal to 0 and also row must be less than n. We will do the validation, and if color of that row and column is 0, that means this is not previously visited, or you can say that this source never spread any color. So we can color it into the current color. So suppose this is the cell which is unvisited or uncolored, so we can color it from this cell. Suppose this is the R comma C, then we have a new NR and NC, then we can color NR and NC with the color of R comma C. So we are storing it into map so that we can handle the conflict case. So if we completed all at the same level, if we completed for all the edges, then we will add all the newly added cells to our queue data structure. So what we are doing, we are fetching from the map and we are updating the color to the color of the maximum color, and we are also push the color into the, like we are pushing that. So if we are done with all the edges, if we are done with all the cells at level X, then before moving to the level, if we done with all the cell at the level X, then before moving to the level +1, then we have to add all the cells to our queue. So we will fetch from the map and we will add it into the queue, and also we will update our color.